fancy drag queen, well perhaps you're gay. Is there a point to all these fancy clothes? With all these buckles from your head down to your toes? It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Is there something that you're trying to prove? With all the makeup and the way you move, are you looking for some sympathy? No, I'm trying to be the best girl I can be. It's very simple, but I'm just another girl. It's not so easy, but I'm giving it a whirl. Like my martinis dry, cosmos I won't deny. Smoke those long cigarettes. Thank God I'm not dead yet. Done all these crazy things, short of a wedding ring. Just love, love, love,
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Callista Solon, and this is nlcTrans. Tonight we have Stacy and Tara, as usual, and we have a very special guest tonight, who is one of the newer members of our organization, Renee Benoit, and I'm going to ask her to tell us her life story in just a minute. But I just wanted to thank you. You joined our organization very recently, and you have been volunteering to do all sorts of things. Renee is now basically our director of activities, and has been doing our planning and helping us with that, which is really wonderful. You see, if you volunteer, we accept. Because Tara and Stacy and I are extremely busy with everything else, and so anybody that volunteers kind of gets elected. So you are now our director of activities and have been working on that diligently. And why don't you just give us kind of an overview of who you are, where you come from, how you got here, basically.
Well, I started out a few years ago in regards to getting into this transgender groups, and how I actually started was I joined the PFLAG, and that was in Vernon, and I progressed from there, and I'm in another group in Vernon at the moment. They're not as active as this group, but, and then I found this group on TV, and I decided to join.
Call in for a couple of
Right.
weeks.
You called in?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And for anyone that's not familiar with it, PFLAG is the Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays.
Yes.
And it's another excellent support group that's available.
And they were very helpful. When I first started out, I didn't know what direction that I was going in, who the contacts were, and et cetera. But overall, it's very good.
It's hard. It's hard in the beginning to know where to go, who to turn to.
Right.
And hopefully we can help with that a little bit. And I'm glad you found us.
Yes.
And welcome. And it's so nice of you to take over some of the duties that we just simply don't have time for.
I am trying to organize a lot of activities for the upcoming year. The ones that I have listed that the group has decided to partake in is the Christmas party, which is coming up. The girls' shopping day, girls' night out, shopping in New York, lunches, dinners, New Year's Eve dinner, roller skating and ice skating, which the group is participating in roller skating at the previous
Yep.
to this.
Say hi to Coach.
Yeah. And Casey, and Sue, Teresa.
And we also have a day in Boston. Let's see. Another thing that's I'd like to mention is the Northampton Trans Pride, which is coming up June 6th of 2009. That's another fantastic activity that's going to be going on.
And that'll be the second annual
Second
Trans Pride March. Last year was the first time that there was a Trans Pride March in New England.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be the first reoccurrence of it, and that's where you start your history. So when you
Yes.
do it the second and third time, when you can
Right.
repeat.
Right. Right.
So this is actually just as important as last year. And last year's got a lot of press, actually.
Yeah, and that's wonderful. You know, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things, and as much as we can, certainly. And
Right.
you know, we have a pretty full schedule. We have the Christmas party coming up very soon,
Yep.
which is in 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
which is going to be hopefully a whole lot of fun.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
And we have it's become now a Christmas party / Beaujolais Nouveau party / welcome Cassie to Connecticut party. And the reason for that is that we have a new member, Cassie, who just came up from Florida.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's able to watch this tonight or not, but
I think
hopefully
so,
she
yeah.
is.
It might not be on a very good TV, though.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're watching, Cassie, welcome, and hopefully we'll get to see you very soon.
Yeah.
And we will see you for the party, which will be in a couple of weeks, and that's going to hopefully be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to actually tape that party, to tape a show during that party, because our Christmas show is going to have to be taped, because obviously the studio will be closed. The studio, I believe, also for the New Year's.
Christmas Eve
Right.
and New Year's Eve, the studio will be closed. We won't be live.
So we'll be taping shows for those. And we're going to try to do some taping at the Christmas party, which should be a whole lot of fun.
Right. That should be great.
So we're going to have to borrow the camera again, guys. Just be forewarned. So this is wonderful. One other thing I wanted to talk about, and there's a few things here that I want to get to, and I know you wanted to talk about some things. But I wanted to mention that I know we are being watched by the prison population, the local prison population, and I swear we have not forgotten you guys. There is an inmate at one of the local prisons who wrote to us, and I promised to write to this person, and I am going to write to you, I promise, very, very soon. We've just been trying to figure out exactly how to do that, and now we have the details of that worked out. So you will be receiving a letter from me very, very soon. But we definitely have not forgotten you, and we're very happy that you guys are watching us in the prison. Honestly, it's very nice. We love everybody, so we certainly are not displeased about that, and we have a very strong connection to prison reform through Father Russ. So
Right.
we have some connection with a lot of ex-offenders and that sort of that population. So we have, we're certainly not shy
Right.
about those kind of people. And viewers are viewers, guys. Please watch us.
Well, and we've talked before about how there's similarities in how society marginalizes groups of people and the kind of transition that an inmate has to go through to reintegrate into society.
Absolutely.
You know, the specific challenges are different, of course, but it's a journey regardless.
Right, and that's very, very interesting point. And yeah.